everybody. I cannot believe I'm saying it's March. Like, where did 2022 go? I can't believe it's already March. The time has just flown by.
I totally agree. And I don't know why, but I'm like so happy it's March.
And we've so much going on in March, don't we?
We do. First up, we have the Frisco skirt sew along continuing, and it's still a little bit too cold for me to actually wear the Frisco skirt that I made on camera, but I cannot wait for that temp. I'm going to wear that skirt like all spring and summer long. All of the videos are right here on our YouTube channel this time. The free pattern is on sewdaily.com, and I really love this. I feel like I kind of buy like category patterns, and I didn't have this category yet. Like I didn't have a good, like kind of wrap front button up skirt. And so I just feel like, I'm going to make a whole bunch of them. And you've already made a couple of them.
Yeah, I made two. And what I love about this one, so it's buttoned up and it's elasticated. It's comfy and there's no zipper, and it has a nice flair to it.
Yeah,
and so I made it
shape.
The first time like wintry with wool and super cute. And the second one, I wanted to lengthen it. So it's like a midi skirt in linen. And I added some more buttons to it, and I made a matching top. And so, I made two so far. And it's just, I don't think of skirts as a house, like a lounge. I'll wear dresses in my house, like lounging, but I won't wear a skirt. So that's like, I'm really excited to actually get out there and do things and wear my skirt.
You know what? I see that, but I actually love skirts, like wearing them at home, especially elasticated skirts with, sometimes if you have one that has a nice pocket to it, it's pretty comfy just to, be able to sit cross-legged, however you want to sit. I sit on the floor a bunch with my kids, so I love a skirt for that. But almost skirt season. I'm very excited. It's also almost time for our Sewcation.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Still, I'm so excited to be traveling again. And it's like so many fun things that I want to do. And even like without all the sewing, I just want to go to Boulder and like walk downtown and like and just be out there again and seeing you again and meeting everybody. And I'm like, this is what really got me through like the winter. I finally, March kind of things I've been hearing birds a little bit more lately.
I know, it's those little things. I'm excited too. Have you started any Sewcation projects yet? Because we've both talked about making some new things to debut there.
Yes, no, I made a silk pajama jumpsuit that.
Oh my gosh.
So it's going to be perfect for just like throwing on if you need to just like run out of the room and you still like look cute. I don't know. I may wear it to the pajama night too, or I might just wear it like out because it's also so elegant. It's a thrifted silky fabric that's like, it's hard to describe, but it's very pajama-y, but like luxurious. It's very cute. So I made, a silk jammy onesie and I made a matching scrunchie too. I had some left over and I was like, you know what? I'm going to make a matching scrunchie. And now I feel like there's no excuse to make a matching scrunchie to every outfit because you're always have it, you just need a rectangle, like 3.5 inches wide by 20, and you could make a matching scrunchie. It was so easy.
I love the idea of matching scrunchies. I was on a headband kick there for a little while, I love the idea of matching scrunchies. All right. My wheels are turning. I'll say that on the blog in March, we are also going to be celebrating National Craft Month. I actually really love National Craft Month because I feel like I'm super dedicated to sewing, but I will dabble. Like I will make a quilt. I will maybe do a crochet project. Like I love all of the ways that people make.
Yeah, I like the concept of a National Craft Month because it's either like just really diving into the craft that you love, and if you take it to a different level, or trying a new craft too. I know I've been
Yeah.
talking on the pod how I've been cross stitching lately, and I've
Yes.
just been loving it. I'm almost done. It's been taking me like, I started it maybe 3 weeks ago, and it's a cross stitch like um has all different color blocks, and it's a little bunny, and so I'm almost done it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's super cute.
Oh man, we just need more hours in the day for all of our hobbies. Because I've got like hobbies with like subset hobbies, and it's just, yeah, it's getting wild. And we're also going to be celebrating some voices from within the online sewing community, some designers, some of our favorite contributors with our Meet the Maker series on the blog, which is always nice just to learn about new, fascinating people doing creative things in this community. And on the podcast, we'll also be talking summer or spring and summer trends, which, you know, that's always such a fun podcast episode to do. And people love those episodes. Always some surprises there. And we'll also be covering some business topics as part of National Craft Month. So ways that you can monetize your hobby if you want to, and take some extra steps for yourself. So many good things and ways to get creative.
Yeah. Then lastly, before we dive into the meat of the news or the new pattern releases, I just want to plug in our YouTube lives. I have mine coming up, Fashion Sewing Live, on March 10th at 12 noon Eastern time. And last time I sewed these fabulous like hot pink leggings that were
so
amazing.
Fabulous. Yes,
yeah, it's a free pattern, the Mountain Pose leggings from Hey Judy Handmade, and you can go watch how I sew those together and download that pattern for free. And this time I'm going to be sewing, it was in the winter issue of Sew News, the Oyster wrap blouse by Kimberly Payne. And I love how it's like a crop fit with an elastic, it's like as an elasticated waist and hems. And I just love a wrap style. And it's very, oh no, it doesn't?
No, it does.
Oh, it does. Oh, I thought you were.
No, I'm shaking my head because I'm so excited about the fabric that you're going to be using to make this new one.
I was sure it was a high. And yeah, so without further ado, I'm making it in this fabric.
Us. Yes.
It's like a bubble crepe daisy print. And I think I have enough, I have like 3 yards of it. So maybe a matching skirt or pants. Oh my goodness, these are going to be pants. Maybe some neenies, some matching neenie culottes in the wrap blouse. So I'm going to be making that. So tune in and you can see me sew the entire blouse in the sitting, and you can come chat with me and sew along if you want, or just hang out and see if I make any mistakes, because sometimes I do, and it's live, and
it's live. That's what happens.
Yeah, and then you have your Amanda made too.
Yes, absolutely. Well, I am so excited to see that shirt in that fabric, because when we had it made for the winter issue, it was kind of like a holiday look. It was in a high-end metallic woven fabric. So it just had a certain look to it. And I feel like you sewing it in the big daisy print is going to just give it even more life, because it has kind of like a romantic boho spring look to the silhouette. But I feel like that's the reason it's such a good pattern, is because it can be so many different things. So I cannot wait. I will be attending your live fashion sewing and cheering for you and trying not to distract you too much. But I will be, it was so much fun to watch you sew those leggings, I have to say. And yeah, I've been having fun with Manda Made. It's definitely given me, I'm kind of recapping what I am sewing each month in those lives and talking about some of my other past me mades. And it's been really fun, because this most recent one, I had a little green theme, and I didn't really realize until I was thinking about presenting the things that I had made in a monthly format, and everything was green. So I don't know what's going to happen for March, but I have a lot of fun things on my list. And hopefully I'll have some fun finished things to share in that edition later on in the month.
Yeah. I loved the green theme, obviously.
Obviously, I talked about you quite a bit in that show and how much you have influenced me with the green love. So yeah.
Oh, well, thank you. And I love
Yeah.
how you're embracing green, and you have definitely added to, I never bought like linen before, and now my linen's.
Yes. Yes, that was my plan all along.
Oh, all right. Should we dive
Let's
into
dive
some
in.
patterns
There
that
were some
are either
good
new
ones.
or
Yes.
new to us, or just things that we're just loving right now? We're seeing in the sewing community. Let me kick it off this time by
Yeah.
mentioning this new pattern company called Daughter Judy Patterns, and I found out about them on Instagram. I believe a listener tagged me in a comment, being like, "Oh, you should check out this new pattern company," and they have amazing patterns. I believe there's only a couple,
Yep.
4 or so that they've released, and I particularly like their Adams pants pattern. I just think it's nice structure, and I like the back darts in the pants too. I think that's really nice and flattering, and I love these. I love these styles. I love those pants.
I know. This was actually on my list too. I can't remember how this got on my radar, this new company, but I was super excited to see it. I love they've got a jumpsuit that has kind of like a
Yes,
workwear
yes.
vibe to it, and I really love that one. I yeah, love having some new entries into the indie designer world.
And then next we have the Jarling dress by Waves and Wild. That it's just so like beachy. I just love this silhouette. It's just really easy for the summer. It's an easy sew. Throw it on, and I just could never get enough of this silhouette. Like sewing it and seeing it in different ways and all that stuff. And I just, I like it. And it has pockets too. So
Yes.
it's a really easy breezy dress.
Yeah, it almost has like a little bit of a caftan vibe to it.
Totally, totally.
It's just like the quintessential summer dress. I love that. And that's a new pattern company for me. So thanks for sharing.
Yeah. No, I was doing just some research. It's just nice to spend some time researching and looking at, Instagram and just finding out about, this was a new to me company too. And I was looking around their other patterns as well. So that was kind of cool. Find that out. And another pattern that I have been loving is this swimsuit pattern, the Liz Cam swimsuit. And I just love like a ruched bum on a swimsuit and like a high waist. And I think it's so cute, and it just makes me want to make a bathing suit. It's just this time of year, and I really like it. Like this is the type of bathing suit that I would buy and wear.
I love this pattern company. I don't know how you pronounce it. Is it Opion?
I'm not sure. Yeah. Not sure.
So many great swimsuits. And I love this one. I have mixed feelings about the ruffle bum, but on a swimsuit, I feel like it makes a little bit more sense. And it doesn't, I like that silhouette. Like it's classic, but that little ruffle is so on trend right now too. So I feel like it's a nice nod to that.
Yeah, this was actually a new to me company. So yeah, I think there was another pattern that I was looking at too that I really liked. But then I saw this swimsuit, and I just thought, oh, I can't wait to be able to like go to like a pool and the beach and all that. I just on the mind for sure.
Yes, it was the Pilates swimsuit that they have that I have had in the cart for a while. That one it's got that tie front, and it's got like a cutout in the front. So it's really a one piece, but it kind of looks like a two piece.
Oh yeah.
I have been looking at that one for far too long. Good swimsuits.
I think it was their Veta blouse that was a new release that really got me hooked on which got me to their website. Then I was looking at their other patterns, but yeah, that blouse is so cool. It's kind of similar, so kind of not too similar, but the seam kind of going across like this and then gathered in.
Oh, cool.
Very, very cute. That company, which is new to me. And then we have So Liberated released a new pajama set pattern. And I thought these are so cute. I saw this on Instagram and I like the top and the gather and the yoke, and it just looks super comfy. And I mean, I love a pajama set for sure.
There was the cutest, I think the designer Meg shared it somewhere, maybe on social media, but it was so cute. And it was about this set, and it was about how, you sew clothes that you wear out, but there are secret pajamas. And these are pajamas that are actually secret clothes, because you could totally wear them out. I love it.
100%. You can definitely wear them. They're like, yeah, loungewear pajama type thing. And
yeah,
I like definitely the yoke gathering detail. That's what got me for sure.
Yeah, definitely seeing a lot of like yoke things. Like,
yeah, no,
maybe
that's true.
Yeah. Maybe I think your top today set me off in thinking about that kind of, because I love that. I love pattern mixing and stripe turning and with the yoke. Like, I just love that, especially for summer.
Yeah, and I will disclose that because I feel like I'm going to get some comments what pattern is this, but I did not make it. I bought this at a consignment shop and I just fell in love with it.
It's so cute.
It's an Italian brand, I believe, made in Italy, and I just was obsessed with it. I rarely buy ready-to-wear clothes, and I since this one was secondhand, I often opt for that, and it's unique. It has like buttons up the back as well, and it's all gathered by elastic, so it's all elasticated, so it's comfy too.
Yeah, comfy. That was going to be my question, but I love it.
Yeah. And last but not least, I saw this Windbreaker pattern, and just all the ideas were just flooding through my mind, like this neon, like paneled windbreaker. I love windbreakers, and there's a kid size version and there's an adult size version. This made me think of you, Amanda, because I saw you went on a hike with your kids yesterday or on the weekend, and I was like, oh, wouldn't it be so cute if Amanda had like you made like all matching windbreakers for a little hike? And I thought of you when I saw this.
I love this windbreaker pattern. I know that I'm fairly certain this pattern company was on my radar, but this windbreaker was not. I love it. What era do you associate windbreakers with? Just curious.
I would say that more 80s for sure.
80s, yeah.
Because I would like them like neon, like I like a neon windbreaker. And yeah, I don't think I mentioned the name. It's the Missouri Windbreaker by Petite Stitchery.
Yeah,
that's the company, and
I love it. I was thinking late 80s, like early 90s. I definitely had some like windbreaker matching pants sets, but I have to say, and I do like the colorful ones, but there is a black and gold one.
I just am looking at that one. Yeah.
And I love it so much. Cool? I love all your picks.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to hear about your picks.
All right. Well, I had a big list. I narrowed it down to the ones that were kind of the most inspiring. And I also found a new pattern company. I think they've been out for a few months, but it's called Daisy Chain Patterns. And I think it's a duo, but it's in part the brainchild of Natalie Ebau. And I hope that I'm saying her name okay, but she's a really inspiring maker. On Instagram, who I followed for a long time. We have featured her in So News before, and she is very much a part of the quilted coat, quilted jacket trend. And she was making these, I think, kind of one by one, bespoke, and she has launched a pattern company. And there's the Liz quilted jacket, which is kind of her take on that trend, as well as the Dale sweatshirt, which was her newest release. But they all have this, like, I don't know, maybe a little bit of a 70s nod to them. And that's totally my zone and my era. So I love them. Super excited to watch that new company kind of make contributions to the indie pattern world. Talk about the other end of the spectrum with Thread Theory Designs. They have been making indie patterns for a really long time, heavily focused on menswear, but they do have a number of women's patterns, including the latest from them, which is the Timberland Henley and T. And you know that this caught my eye because one of their samples was made in a thermal, like a textured thermal knit. And so, I was like all over that because I love thermal knits, but really classic T, classic Henley with that little button placket at the top. But I really love that one. And I had honestly, I made my thermal linden sweatshirt last month, but I had momentarily thought about doing a Henley instead. But I don't have a good Henley pattern. So that one is going on the list, as well as vests. The Merchant and Mills Miller waistcoat, a little bit of a different terminology there. This is definitely a trend that I'm still deciding how I feel about it, but I'm very intrigued with how the vest trend will play out. For me, it feels very like late 80s. Like I was a preppy kid, so I wore vests. And most recently, I wore a vest when I was dressing up for the Princess Bride costume as Inigo Montoya. So I have recent experience wearing vests, but I really love this one. It's got a great classic silhouette. It's got a lot of structure to it. And I feel like you could pair this with so many different things and really like get that like instant upgrade to your look. Like you're gonna look fancy if you're wearing a vest or a waistcoat.
Yeah, I can't remember the last vest I made, or if I've even ever made a vest. One cropped and tailored like this.
Yes, yeah,
but I'm super into it. I think I love it. Definitely has me thinking something that is new to me.
I know. I was like, I haven't thought about vests in a while. I love that, and I've only made like sweater vests, like kind of shawl front. And I wear those all the time. And I love that because just keeping your hands a little bit more free. So I think I might have to experiment with it. Super fun. And I wanted to bring a bag into the mix, and I happened upon this. The pattern company is Incomplete Stitches, and the bag is the Apex Carry bag, and it's got some really interesting lines. It's a tote,
I love it.
but it's got these angled outer pockets. There's 2 sizes, and this is definitely if you've sewn a couple bags, if you've got some basic seaming under your belt. It's labeled Confident Beginner, and I feel like that's very fitting. But there's just something really unique about this bag. I love all of the samples. They're very graphic and, really play up that, those bold colors. And there's even a sample with like leopard and neon green that I was just loving. About to mention.
I was like, I know
that one is
written all over it.
I know.
I love it.
Even I was into that one. So I think it just launched in February, and I don't know, it was a really, just a really nice, I love totes, and it can be a challenge to kind of like make totes interesting and keep them interesting. But this one I think does a really nice job of that.
Yeah. They have so many cute bag patterns.
I know.
Like, wow. So cute. I'm gonna have to spend some time on this website.
I feel like now is a really like the change in seasons is always when I think about making bags, because I think that's like it adds and impacts your wardrobe in really fun ways. And so like the season change, I'm always thinking about bags. Will I do it? We'll see. We'll see if I can commit. But I really loved the Apex Carry.
Yeah. Oh, it's makes me really want to make a bag.
Yeah.
I'm still thinking about that one. I think we talked about it a couple newses ago. It was the Hey June handmade.
Yes.
That one. I think that one just keeps getting to the back of my mind as a project. So I think I need to make that one.
That's how I always do it. It's like,
if I popping up.
Yeah. Then you know that if your brain is still kind of mulling it over, then maybe you should take the plunge. But yeah, I better get on it. I need to make some fancy pajamas, it sounds like. I need to make something fancy to wear for our podcast recording just to keep up.
Yeah. Oh, now I'm thinking on the pod, I mentioned making like a lime green suit because I have this cotton sateen, and now I'm like, it needs a vest too. Like, what?
Oh my gosh! Will you please make a 3-piece suit?
I'm probably going to do that.
I love that because you on the pod you talked about wearing those pieces separate, and I feel like if you had a vest like that, just gives you more pieces to play with.
Oh, I'm just envisioning wearing like a crisp white button-up shirt and then the vest and then just the pants and some lime green shoes. Like, how chic would that look?
Where are you going? Like Boulder?
I know. I know. Oh, I might need to even have some like airport looks or something.
I know. Well, I was just thinking that would be like the perfect airplane look. You just like roll up with your me-made bags and your 3-piece suit. My hard luggage is completely lime green. Even the wheels are green. There's like, oh my gosh.
Someone would think I'm probably like a celebrity. Like what?
And you are.
Oh, anyways.
Oh man, well, so fun chatting with you. I loved all your finds. There's so much going on in the indie pattern world, and I love. There's so much for everyone.
Yeah. Not only do we mention two new like all these patterns, but 2 new pattern like companies.
I know.
Which is amazing.
I love it.
I love it too. All right, well,
yay sewing!
Yay sewing!
Bye, Meg.
Bye.